Hello. Huskies back again with more Seattle Bobcats GMO transfer commentary. Last video we hit a very interesting trade deadline. We added UC Jokinen and Paul Martin for this playoff run. The only issue is somebody got hurt, resulting in me losing Adam Lowry to waivers. It's a whole fucking mess. I'm actually gonna swap Trouba and Morrissey because Paul Martin's he was like a minus, he's a minus 20. What was Trouba? Because I should also, he was a minus 9. San Jose, where I got Martin from, was 13 and 40 when I traded for him, so they were bad. So a lot of that minus comes from there, but Morrissey was a minus 16, and Postma was a minus 8, so again, I feel like that's them playing with the lines that they were stuck with. I'm actually going to put Seth Jones on the second pair and put Martin on the first one, just to kind of move everything around and hopefully bring some stabilization to this. One thing that was mentioned was take Kopp off the penalty kill and put Jokinen on there, because I thought Jokinen was a playmaker. Jokinen's a two-way forward, so he can play pretty solid penalty kill. Yeah, he's got good defense. Now, I'm going to be in an issue. Cap space is going to be an issue come this offseason. Do I want to put a different center here? Who do I have there now? I don't think he has the greatest face-offs. He's only got 64, so I don't want him out there. I'll put Turris there. He's got good defensive stats. Same for this. Yeah, I'm going to be in a bit of a cap crunch come the offseason with all of these moves I made. But to be honest, my cap space will be alleviated kind of by the Adam Lowry thing that freed up 2.4. UC Jokinen's 36, so I expect him to retire, possibly. And Paul Martin is 38, so he will retire. Plus, he's only got 1 year left on his deal anyway, so he wouldn't have come back. But I think I have to re-sign. I know this is a playoff video, but I'm just kind of. I have to re-sign one. I have to re-sign a lot of entry-level deals, and I have to re-sign Panarin and Line A. So I'm gonna have some big moves to make. But either way, I'll save that for the end of the playoffs. That was just a little brief overview. Let's see. We're taking on the Minnesota Wild. They ended with 1 more point than us, so I'm assuming we're the 3 seed and they're the 2 seed. Yeah, we're 3 and they're 2. We had 101 points at 102. Goals against, we score more. Goals against, we give up more. They struggle to score, but they don't give up many, so this might be an interesting series. Our power play is going to be key. Our penalty kills, pretty much the same. Same for shorthanded goals. I mean, we're pretty much an even team. They're much better on the road than we are, but we're better at home. Excuse me. They're 9-1 day in the season. Damn. So they were probably down below St. Louis until the end of the season. But we're pretty much on the same playing field. They're coming in hot. We're kind of on the fence. Let's see if their team's still similar to what they are when they start. Because we're, what, year 3 now? Koivu's still here, but he's hurt. Parise, Suter, Granlund, Niederreiter, Jesper Fast, Alex Tuck, Eriksson Ek. So this team's exactly the same from when they start, pretty much. They've added Bo Bennett and Jesper Fast. That's really it. Like, everything else is the same. And I'm assuming Dubnik's still the goalie. Yeah. Ryan Suter 53 points, or 56 points. That's a bit much for a defenseman. They have solid. They're the exact same team we are. They have good depth scoring all the way through all 3 lines. Their fourth line can put the puck in it too if they need to, but their minuses across the board aside from their first or from their second line really of Fast, Zucker, and I'm assuming Coyle. No, probably Granlund. Yeah, probably Granlund. This is gonna be an interesting series. They're very good defensively, so we might struggle to score. I actually want to see how long Koivu's hurt for. I don't have any injuries. Minnesota's got Koivu hurt. He's returning April 13th, so he's been out for a while. The fractured jaw is a long injury, but he's almost back. The 13th, and we're at the 12th, so he will be back for probably the rest of the series. But here we go, Game 1. We're in Minnesota, Exxon Energy Center. It's gonna be rocking. Let's get a good first period. Let's win a game, please. Let's just win a game to start. Here we go. Tyler Johnson on the board. Nice. Panarin and Connor getting 2 in the second. Nice, very nice. 3-0 going into the third. You see Jokinen. There we go. See that deadline deal already come through. Oh, Parise. Power play. Alright, it's okay. Sorry, 4-1, 10 minutes left. Five minutes left. Come on, finish out strong, boys. 34-22. I said I think our offense is gonna really outwork theirs. They have good depth, but we have just better skill across the board. Alright, so 1-0. We've already won more games this player from than we did all of last year. Go ahead and sim game 2. Getting back in Minnesota. Crowd's rocking. They're looking to get back in the series. Nice, good start. Jokinen again. Jokinen and Scheifele. Or they get one back, but we get 2 more. Morrissey and Scheifele again. Scheifele needs 1 more for a hat trick. He's off to a good start. He's got 3 goals in 2 games, I think. There's the hat trick from Mark Scheifele. On the power play, 31-22 in shots. Brendan Lemieux gets 1, 6-1. The offense coming through in bunches right now. Well, finish strong, finish strong. Murray playing well back there. Power play to end the game. GG. 6-1. So there we go. We scored what? 4 goals in the first game, 6 goals in the second game. We're looking good, boys. Looking good. This is also a very defensive team, so we're scoring in bunches when we need to. That's what I want to see. All right, game 3. We're in Seattle. See if we get our first playoff win in Seattle. All right. What is it? Mike Riley? Yeah, Mike Riley gets them on the board. It's all right. All right, they get 2 more. Like I said, they were a much better road team than a home team, so these games in Seattle are going to be tough. All right, Scheifele gets another one. Oh, they have their backup in. Wonder why is that? No power play. Can we chip away at it? No, we can't. Hopefully the wind isn't making too much noise. It's really windy today. All right, 3-1. All right, that's okay. Okay, our offense was bound to come down eventually. I'd rather have it happen in a game 3. We're already up 2-0 than like in a game 6 or a game 7. I wonder, is Dubnyk hurt? Player injuries? No, he's not. Okay, maybe they just didn't want to start him. I don't know. Maybe 10 goals in 2 games was enough to do a little goalie swap. All right, here we go. Game 4. Still looking for our first win in Seattle. In the playoffs, of course. Alright, Eric Stahl getting off to a good start. We need to get off to a good start. We haven't been doing that right now. They get 2-0. Eriksson Ek. Jesper Fast. Again, man, like I said, they are a good road team. Charlie Coyle, and we just can't take penalties. They're dominating us right now. Tuck gets a shorthanded goal. 5-0. 6-0. Alright, man, this is a bit of a struggle. I think we're going back to Minnesota tied at 2, and both teams have pretty convincing wins in both of their games. We won 4-1 and 6-1. They won 6-0 and 3-1. We need to answer back here in game 5. We need to see Kyle Turris get on the score sheet. Come on, game 5, big start. We need to get that first goal. That's not the first goal. Mikko Koivu gets one. Alright, 1-0 going into the third. We got this. We're out shooting them. We'll get it. There we go. Brendan Lemieux. Tie game. Let's go. Where's Line A? Where's Panarin? Where's Turris? Any of these names would just love to see on the score sheet right now. Power play. Nice. Seth Jones. There we go. Is that power play coming through? Another one? Alright, it's okay. Nice. Scheifele gets another one. Oshie gets the empty netter, and that is game. So another pretty lot. I mean, that was pretty close until the third, where we scored 4 and answered. Alright, so 3-2, going back to Seattle. Still looking for our first home playoff win. Right now we're 0-4 through 2 seasons. And they haven't exactly been close games either. Here we go, just get the first goal. There we go. Connor Impotant getting that home crowd rocking, giving them something to cheer for. Oh, alright, they get 2, we get 2. Rostislavic and Patrick Laine on the board, there we go. Well, let's put them away here, boys. Put them away on Seattle ice. They're out shooting us. Murray's holding us in here right now. 8 minutes. Oh, power play. Big kill time. Big kill. Nice. Good kill. Nope. Power play was canceled out immediately. GG. Seattle advances past the first round with a 4-2 series win over the Minnesota Wild. That looked a little grim there for a second. Wasn't entirely sure, so I think we get Colorado. We do, we get Colorado. Colorado, so let's look at the stats from the first series. I'm not going to look at Colorado, I'll look at Colorado next video. So Scheifele had 8 points in 6 games, really good. Morrissey had 5, was also a +4. Who was a minus? That fourth line was a -1. It was just Kopp who was a -1, so he probably just had some bad changes. Everybody got on the board except for Martin and Postma, which is fine. I'd like to see Panarin, a little more points out of Panarin. My other guys kicked it up though. Turris had 3 points, Jokinen had 4, Lemieux had 4. Lemieux's kind of coming into his own. I tell you, man, he's going to be good. Even if he only gets to an 85 or an 86, that's all he needs to get to. Laine had 5 points. I mean, he had 4 assists. Scheifele was scoring all the goals on that first line. And then Matt Murray in net was stellar. 225, 4-2. No shutouts, but he had a 930 save percentage, which is pretty good. Alright, but I'm going to go ahead and call it there. That is round 1. We're currently 1-4 in home playoff games, and now we are the home team against Colorado, so... comment your predictions. Do we take Colorado? How many games does it go? I think it'll be interesting. Colorado's got a good young team, but they're young. Really young. Well, I'll go over that in the next video. As always, comment your predictions. Leave a like for our first playoff series win as Seattle. And thank you for watching. Make sure to come back tomorrow for round 2.